we have anything that we should be bringing into Mexico? Hi everybody, it's time for another Mexican adventure. And wow, we have made videos of us being in Mexico. We've never really had a video about how we get there. So this time we're gonna take you along on the drive and for our border crossing. So hope you enjoy. Let's go! This year's adventure starts in sunny Southern California. Well, we left at 5:55 a.m. pre-dawn, and now we are heading directly east into the sunrise on Interstate 10. The stop at McDonald's for an Egg McMuffin breakfast is kind of a tradition. 600 miles of driving and about 10 hours on the road. We'll spend the night in Lordsburg, New Mexico. Well, another dawn departure for a full day of driving. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Gas, $2.71 a gallon.
Well, we are here in El Paso, Texas, just next to the Mexican border. Hey buddy, what are you doing?
I'm checking the oil.
Where are we?
We are in Fort Stockton, Texas.
Okay.
We spent the night in Sonora, Texas. Free hotel breakfast. Today, we crossed the border. We stopped for gas in Costco at San Antonio. This will be our best price for gas so far. $2.59 a gallon, $2.59.9. All right, as we make our final push towards the border, I thought maybe we'd talk a little bit about the preparations that it takes to get across the border.
What we need?
Well, first of all, we need to get a temporary import permit, a TIP, for the car. You can drive a car across the border as long as you don't go more than, 20 miles into the border zone. After that, you need to have a permit from the government. And we got that permit online. Was pretty easy to do. Cost about $65 plus a $400 deposit, and you get that deposit back when you check out of the country.
What else?
What else? Well, for me, because I'm not a Mexican citizen, I have to visit the immigration office and get a tourist permit. And the tourist permit generally is good for 180 days. So that costs a little bit of money, I think $35. But we're going to have to, once we cross the border, we're going to have to go into the Customs and Immigration office. I'm going to have to show my passport and request my tourist visa.
Well, before that, we had to be sure we had insurance for the car.
Oh yes, car insurance. The American car insurance doesn't do us any good in Mexico, so we buy special Mexican insurance. There's many places that sell this online, and it's pretty affordable. So you can get a policy for a day, several days, a month, up to 6 months. And that's the best value, is getting it 6 months at a time. And depends on the levels of coverage that you want, but the policy that we bought is going to cost us $300 for 6 months. And one more thing let's talk about is the gasoline.
Oh, the gasoline.
So the cost of, I've been keeping you apprised of the cost of gas. Obviously here in Texas, we get the best price for gas on the entire trip. So we will fill up at the border, because once we cross into Mexico, the price almost doubles, and that's a sad thing for a citizen of Mexico, where you're earning low wages and paying double the cost of gasoline. When we cross the border, will we be inspected by the Mexican customs?
Yeah, depends, because sometimes it depends the light. It's like traffic light.
Right. So they have kind of a lottery or a random system. As you pass, the light goes either green or red, supposed to be completely random. If it's green, you just pass by with no secondary inspection. If it's red, you have to pull over and they check your stuff. And are we worried about anything? Do we have anything that we shouldn't be bringing into Mexico?
No.
No guns?
Well, no. Obviously, you cannot bring guns.
Drugs?
Come on, dude.
We should be good to go either way. All right, we are approaching the bridge that goes over the Rio Grande and then into the border crossing itself. But we have to pay a little toll at the bridge.
Aquí tienes. Ay, me puse muy lejos, creo. Gracias.
All right, we're taking the bridge up over the Rio Grande. Over here you can see all the people waiting in line. They are trying to cross into the US on foot. Pedestrians, you can see there's Border Patrol checking them out.
Oh, they are illegal guys.
They've got their documents in their hands. On this side, people walking back into Mexico. No waiting. We have to choose which lane to get into. We're choosing nothing to declare, so we don't have any goods or anything that we're going to be selling. We're about ready to go through the customs, and if we get a green light, we go. A red light, we have to stop for inspection. I'm not sure how much I can film after this. So I don't know whether we got a green light or a red light. I don't see anybody that wants us to stop.
Yes. It's a little weird.
All right, no inspection, but we still have to go to immigration to get my my tourist visa and my passport stamped. Isn't it here? It's this building here. We're in luck. There's not very many people here today. All right, I paid my $45 and got 180 days here in Mexico. Although, what?
No lines, not easy, was very nice, everything was faster.
Very fast. The only thing was we paid $45 cash and did not get a receipt. After crossing the border, we get to spend the night with Roman's family who lives nearby. At least we'll have some home-cooked meals while we're here. We gotta have a family barbecue. Well, once we cross the border, it's a 2-day drive to Roman's hometown. It's 2 easy days, or we could make it in one very hard 12-hour driving day. But we're choosing to do it in 2. Next stop, Tampico. One night in Tampico, and we make our final push in the morning onto Vega de Alatorre.
Crossing the bridge over the river means we leave the border state of Tamaulipas.
Welcome to Veracruz.
So we were on the Autopista, which is like an American freeway, 2 lanes each way with a divided median. Now we're on something called the Supercarretera. And this is like a 2-lane highway in the US. However, it has an exceptionally wide shoulder. You're supposed to drive close to the shoulder, if not on the shoulder, because people are going to pass you, whether they should or they shouldn't. Plus, oncoming traffic might be passing and might be driving in your lane too. So it's wise to sort of stay out of your lane and as far right as possible.
So this is legal here.
So one thing I forgot to mention was that in the state of Veracruz, almost all the roads are toll roads. They figured out that just by putting a gate and in the middle of the highway, they could collect a lot of money from you, and you have nothing you can do. So this is our 5th toll booth. We have 1 more to go. So that's 6 toll booths. And here's how much we paid in total for tolls. They call this highway robbery. Well, we did it.
Welcome back to Vega de la Torre.
Thanks for coming along with us, and we'll see you on another adventure soon. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Sin que falte la jarana para acompañar el son. Música veracruzana te llevo en el corazón.
Yo les canto con amor,
A mi tierra tropical
qué bonito es Veracruz.
nunca lo podré olvidar.